There are numerous startling details, as Blake just said, from the report. Here's one that we just pulled out. Clinton stated that she did not know what C meant at the beginning of the paragraphs and speculated it was referencing paragraphs marked in alphabetical order, as in A, B, C, versus C meaning confidential. Author and filmmaker of Hillary's America, The Secret History of the Democratic Party, Dinesh D'Souza, is with me now. Dinesh, thanks as always for the time. Is it possible that Hillary Clinton did not know that the C designation meant classified?
I think that is unlikely, bordering on the absurd. Look, Hillary Clinton is not Forrest Gump. We're not dealing with someone who has no capacity to understand. She's a trained attorney, Yale Law School. When you go into the government, I served briefly in the Reagan White House, you get very good briefings on what you're allowed to do and what you're not. At the State Department level, this would have been extensive. So the idea that Hillary didn't get this kind of training, very unbelievable. I think what's been missing in this whole scandal is what is the motive for what Hillary is up to. She's a very smart woman, and she wouldn't have gone to all this trouble if she wasn't up to something that benefited her.
I agree with what you said in the sense that she is known to be a very good lawyer, and all these instances, following up on what you're saying, of I don't remember, we're going through and we pulled out quite a few of them, but it seems like in those 60 pages there's something like 30 different variations of I don't recall, which I feel like most lawyers give that advice to their clients when they don't want their clients in trouble.
Yeah, and really, if Hillary had nothing to hide, why delete all those personal emails? Why not say, listen, I'm going to turn those over to the authorities, let them look it over, I've got absolutely nothing to hide. I think the reason she deleted them is that that this server was set up to do private business that was trespassing on her public duties. And she didn't want the State Department traffic to show that, so she created her own personal system, in a sense you may say a system within a system, and then the moment she got busted, she hit the delete button.
Let me ask you this, Dinesh. Whistleblower site WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange is no fan of Hillary Clinton's. He has made that abundantly clear. WikiLeaks tweeted this out earlier. Note on Clinton FBI report, our records show that Clinton sent and received thousands of cables with C paragraph classification markings. So in some instances, this is news, if you like, if you want to call it that, that is already known. But WikiLeaks has implied that they have access to other information that at some point is coming. What do you think the likelihood of that is being released before the election, and how will it hurt her or help her?
I'm not sure what they have at WikiLeaks. I think the real challenge here, and it's kind of a challenge for Donald Trump, because the FBI at this point is not going to do it. The FBI has bowed out. They've sort of bought into this official narrative that Clinton was negligent, but she was not corrupt. It's almost as if they are not looking at what the underlying motive is. They're simply looking at her actions and going, gee, she could have been more careful. Now, that's completely different from somebody who has been using her office as Secretary of State as a kind of opportunity to accumulate cash for the Clintons and donations to the Clinton Foundation. That's where the explicit corruption would be. That's what the FBI should have been looking at. What is it that Hillary was really up to? But the FBI clearly is not going to indict her. She has to be indicted, in a sense, by the political process, by the American people knowing what's going on and ultimately them being the judge and jury in November.
Dinesh, I want to ask you as well, it seems like there were numerous BlackBerries, so numerous physical devices, some of which nobody really knows where they are. How worrying is that?
These are Bill Clinton's 8 BlackBerries that seem to have disappeared. And also, there have also been reports about Clinton using the foundation and using the tax-exempt status of the foundation in an illicit manner. So I think there's a lot here. And, you know, we only have to think back to the 90s and the last days of the Clinton administration. I mean, they were openly selling pardons to big-time racketeers, tax cheats, and felons. So this is a fairly sordid couple. I want to distinguish them from Obama, because some people think Hillary is just Obama's third term. No, Obama at the end of the day is an ideologue. We may agree or disagree with him, but he has an agenda. With Hillary and Bill, they're always looking to figure out how they can benefit, and it seems to me that public policy takes a back seat.
That's really well put, Dinesh, and I like what you said. Even if you're not a fan of President Obama, it is a question of ideology, and this seems to be very much a different system. Dinesh, I know your movie, Hillary's America, is being re-released. We thank you for all your good work. Congratulations on it, and thanks for the time.
I appreciate it. The movie's in 400 theaters this weekend. Please go see it.
It's going to be rainy on the East Coast. I think many people will take you up on that. Thanks, Dinesh.
Thank you.